Okay, welcome back, everyone. As we learn the second of tonight's Mishna Yomis, this is for Shabbos of Shabbos Chazon. As we start the second parak of Masechtas Bava Kama, and see, this is what happens when you learn all the time. We're already in the second parak. We just started. As we're dedicated by the Fish family, Lenishmas Basi Bas Rabbi Shlomo ben Avram Alevi, Perel Bas Ruvain. We're also dedicated to Lenishmas Rav Moshe ben Rav David Shlomo ben Mordechai Dov, L'fu Shalem Efel Yomis ben Chai Yisrael, for the schus of Rav Yom ben Beinish ben Malk Yudison family, by Yod Klugman and family for their Parnasa Gesund and Nachas, and L'fu Shalem for Victor ben Rivka and Meir ben Chai Yisara. So the second parak says, Ketzad regel muedis. Remember, we said regel is instantly a muad to pay a nezik shalom when the animal damages l'shaba b'derech hilusa, when it damages in the course of its normal walking. So this is what we call urche. It's normal. It's not unusual. A behema mahedis lahalach kedarko l'shaba. A behema is considered a muad to pay right away a nezik shalom, to go in its normal way and to break things. Right? It's walking and it brushes against the window and breaks the window. But if it was kicking is already unusual. That's Karen. That's a chatzi nezik. Or, and this is halachah Moshe Sinai called tzroiris. Oisha yitzroiris minatzin mitachas regleha. If, let's say, a pebble shoots out from under its foot, v'shibra esakelim, and that pebble breaks a window, so that's called koicha, it's tzroiris, and that's a chatzi nezik, mishalem chatzi nezik. Dorsal a kli v'shibartoi, if it steps on a keli, it steps on a glass and breaks it. V'nofal al keli v'shibroi, and a piece of that glass shoots out and breaks a window. So al rishon on the glass that he stepped on, that's regel mishalem nezik shalom. Vala achron on the window mishalem chatzi nezik. Hatar negolim chickens are mu'adin lahalach kedarkom u'l'shabbat. They're mu'ad to walk and break things under their legs. Haya delil kosher beraglov, if the chicken has a bucket tied to its foot or a rope tied to its foot. So if it's there is a girs of dali, a dali is a bucket. The girs of dalil is something like a belt connected to its foot. So it's not the chicken directly, but rather it's koyach. Oishoya mahades, or if it was hopping, umishaber esakelim, and from underneath its feet, pebbles shot out and broke a window, then mishalem chatzi nezik. Then it pays that chatzi nezik, because that would be tzroiris. Now, ketzad hashein muedes. Remember, we said shein is instantly a nezik shalom to damage in the course of getting benefit. So therefore, lecha lesa roila, if it eats that which it normally eats, like eating grain. So abehema muedes lechol peris v'yerakis. An animal is a mued to eat fruit or vegetables. If it eats something it normally doesn't eat, that's going to be keren. That's going to be unusual. That's going to be a chatzi nezik. 1 second. If it eats garments or utensils, so that's unusual. Mishalem chatzi nezik. Now, b'amedva mamurim b'rishus hanizik. When do we say that you pay shein? When it's in the property of the one that's getting damaged, because the din is that shein you're chayev when it's bi'er b'stei acher, when it damages in somebody else's field. Aval b'rishus harabim, but if the animal eats somebody's fruit in the public, on the avenue, potter. Now, when he says potter, it means that he's potter from paying all what is damaged. But imnenis, if the animal benefits so that the owner doesn't have to feed it supper, then mishalem ashenenis. Then he has to pay for the fact that he doesn't have to give him supper, not all the damage that's done. And now the Mishnah qualifies further. Keitzad mishalem ashenenis. When do we say that the owner of the damaging animal only pays for not having to give him supper? That's that's if he eats on the avenue. So on the avenue is Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah is not beer b'stei acher. He doesn't have to pay for the damage of Shane. He only has to pay for the fact that he benefits that he doesn't have to give him supper. So there, mishalem ashenenis. Mitzidei rechayva, but if he eats from the simta, from the side street, when a person is on the side street and he has, let's say, a stall there, that's considered like his property. So then that's like stay acher, and therefore mishalem ashezika. Therefore, the owner has to pay for full damages. Mipesach achanois, if the fruit was at the door of the store is Rosh Hashanah, so then mishalem ashenenis, he only has to pay that he doesn't have to give him supper. But if he goes into the person's store and eats, that's person's private property, that's b'stei acher, then he has to pay mishalem ashezika, he has to pay for the full amount that he damaged, the nezik shalom. We want to thank everybody for joining us for this long night of learning. Hope to see everybody back tomorrow at 8:35. And have a good evening. Thank you.